swing into the reality will bring huge volatility into the markets, as some wait to congratulate the president-elect and the others jumping in and congratulating. That's going to create a divide between leaders itself. Now, why is all of these politics important to us as investors in crypto and especially XRP? Because yes, it looks like this is being planned and slowly executed at parts of the world. If you look through these documents, it clearly gives you an idea of what is going around. And if you still have a doubt, not look at this Microsoft instead, look this. With technologies such as B-chip, the chances of losing digital cash, now yeah, they paint it in with a different brush, but the information is actually same. And it's not only us who think that these items like B-chip, it's a combination with technology is going to create something worse. Now, as we discussed yesterday, this is also highlighted here in Sky News Australia, highlighting if it's Biden, America will accelerate the rise of forces determined to destroy our freedoms and the Western way of life. So it's not only us looking at things like this and saying there are chances that it's going to happen. And as Fidlaf highlights here, I take your XRP and your dollars too. So that means if you're being entered into a microchipped financial system where they'll say no one can steal your money because it's already inside you, yeah, it's cool, but the system can manipulate you in such a way that you're bankrupt in a second. That can be a chance. But if you see this, they had a partnership with Ripple, and this institution has announced that back in 2018 Jan that they are now implementing Ripple's payment system product in their microchip. Now think, if there is no use for this at all, why would they even think about this? Now really this figure looks like it's Photoshop, so even the reputation of the organization can be questioned. But yeah, they were kind of a startup back in 2 years back. They were just starting out and still the quality is not good. But we came through an interview previously which clearly highlights that the government department of US is funding a project for chipping human beings, and a US based company is partnering with them in that initiative. That's really interesting. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. If you saw value for your time, please do support the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. If you see this, central banks are so eager to push the economy upside, and they are ready with their printers to print as much as possible. Now looking at the charts, it do feel like there are something hidden in this story. And looking at the fundamentals, it do correlate with the charts right now. Talking about the language of technical analysis, this is BTC back in 2015. And if you look at that rounded bottom and the expected or targeted range, 183%, which was from $430 after breaking to the upside 180 target. But if you look at that with the XRP chart right now, it really looks something similar. And if you look back here for the BTC, what happened from that point is clear. We all understand that it went towards 1000, it hit that resistance and then blew off the top. So if you are looking at this pattern with XRP, it's really important to understand that we are in that one. Now if you zoom in and where we are within that pattern, it really looks like that checkmate pattern and we are near that resistance. So if we manage to break above this, that's going to be much more bullish. Now, yes, these indicators point towards a support that we are going to break the resistance, but chances are always there that it may bounce back to the downside and then correct to the upside. Because if you zoom in on a shorter time frame, yes, even though we are above this level, we are still within the trading range. But right now, the mid range of that level is holding as a support. If you look here, it's previously resistance, then support here. So that area is actually valid. Now, if you look at multiple areas of the chart with different indicators, you're going to get a bit more information, and it will be kind of a different perspective. But if you zoom out and look at it, you can really understand that we broke above from this trend line and we are still waiting for that huge rally. Now, if you take this line and connect it to as much as top as possible, touches as possible, say if you have at least 3-4 touches in that line, it becomes more and more valid. Now you can actually plot this like this. Say yes, it has more touches here, it went up, it retested this area, it bounced. Now what is stopping it? It is the horizontal resistance in this area, which is kind of acting as a huge overhead resistance right now. So if we want a breakthrough and a bull rally, which is happening in other coins, and the XRP holders are like, wait, we are not getting that. In order for us to reach there, first we need to reach 0.31 and break that level, because for that one, it really looks like the rounded bottom. Now, yes, you will have to connect these with all the touches of the bottoms and then align it. And then you see, yes, it's still kind of looking that it's in a rounded bottom, cup and handle, inverse head and shoulder, whatever. It is still in the similar pattern, right? So now the target is actually 0.31 and the time for that one is taking a bit long. And now that means some holders are not happy, because they all wanted moon tomorrow, yesterday. They're all waiting for it. Even we are waiting for that. But patience and perseverance is important in this market, because now if you compare it with other assets, say you can actually look at Ethereum, BTC, XLM and others, still you'll see that these assets are also waiting for a huge rally. But yes, there is difference. Say if you look at Ethereum, from its bottom it went up pretty much, and now if you measure it to the top, you kind of get around 200%. Whereas if you check BTC, it would be somewhere around 25-26%, I guess. Yeah, if you take it from the current area of just around 15,500 to the top of 20,000, it's 27%. So if you are an investor at this moment, looking to average buy into new positions, you should be looking at what is your return on investment, which you are focusing at. Because in that comparison, say BTC gives you like 25%, ETH would be 200%. And what will XRP give you if you are looking for that return on your investment from this point where the price is right now, and then take it towards the all-time highs? So that's 1,400%. So when you are choosing a horse for this race, it should be based on math. Now, is it only important to measure it till the all-time highs? Will it not go up? Yes, it will go up, but it will go up from this point. And most of the time, if you measure it based on, say, the previous highs, this was one of the high back, and then this one. So if you measure between them, you kind of get an idea how much it go above all-time high. So that automatically increases your return on investment. I was not talking about if you invested back 6 months ago. Say if you invested back in 8 months, it's a different story. Right now, if we are looking at this is the scenario what we have. And in the markets, it really looks like there is a lot of games going on. Now, the news here highlights that there can be issues going on, and these issues, if proven, vice president who are being announced as president-elect can have a huge issue, and it will go back to the existing president. So going through this news, we'll have to get a final confirmation about what is happening. Like, these leaders are waiting to get a certainty about who is going to rule for next 4 years. Will it be Biden? Will it be Trump? So they are all waiting to see if there was fraud. Then others are here who didn't have much time to wait, like the leader from Israel, and we saw yesterday from UK too. They all congratulated the newly president-elect. So what is it with this particular candidate which kind of goes back, connects into this conspiracy or any other thing which you say, like a new world order? Because if you look at that, it definitely looks like there are issues. We went through his own speech yesterday. It connects to a new world financial order. Now, if you explain these with facts, with real information, people may really feel like XRP holders, XRP, those who are trying to provide information is more aligned towards conspiracy. But are we making this stuff? No, we are giving you these information which already exists in the market and which is coming out. Now, leaving that aside and looking at the reality of the markets, you can see that Fed is highlighting they are not out of bullets. They're going to shoot at us more and more fiat. It's already been a huge printing activity in the last 1 year, and it really looks like they're going to print a lot more. And if it does, if you have money in your bank, educate yourself. This kind of money printing would lead to a real bad outcome for the dollars, euro, yen, whatever you hold in your bank accounts. It may go for a hyperinflation, reducing the purchasing power or the value of your money. So if you really want to store the wealth, do look at assets, alternative assets which can sustain these issues and hold value. And that is why I look mostly towards cryptocurrency and precisely XRP. Why? Because as I told you, others have already gone up, and if I'm averaging up, averaging down, looking at to buy more, to put my fiat, which is going to be depreciated soon, into this asset class, I would certainly look at XRP because of the return on investment, one, and then it's already 95%, still 95% down from its all-time high. So that gives a huge advantage if I'm looking at next 3 to 5 years or 10 years. This investing is a game for those who have patience. If you're coming in for 6 months, a year, now yes, you can also argue that, yeah, I came in after that bull run back in 2018 and I'm still holding and I don't have any gains. Yes, it's okay, but the question is, did you average down? Do you still have your average at the top? Because if you see this, say, Crypto Wolf, XRP Crypto Wolf sent me this one, which clearly highlights that the adoption is going through a stage where regulations are going to come out. Crypto exchanges, cryptocurrencies are going to be dominant in the new financial system. As the head of Alibaba explained previously, this is the future of money. And yesterday and day before yesterday, we highlighted that where we are going towards, right? So if you are going to choose a vehicle, it has to need, it really needs to be an asset which has that value to survive next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Like if you look at Bitcoin, it did survive, even though we can argue that the use cases are limited. It's just a store of value for the purpose of being a store of value, and its utility, really is not compatible with XRP and new generation alts. Yeah, we can say that, but still, it survived 10 years and it's still appreciating in price. Now, it has to be seen whether the same asset is going to go way high than what we all think. Because if you look at this information, you can understand that firms have applied to offer crypto services under new regulation. That means institutions hasn't already entered the market, and when they enter, yes, a lot of volume money is going to come in. But think an asset which already has went from 3,000 towards 15, 16,000 in this cycle, and it would be traveling to 20, 25 or 30,000 in the near future, they would be looking to take profits, or they would be looking to short because they know a lot of individuals are long, and those leverage positions will easily be taken out because they already understand that people do look at the market like this as, yeah, it is volatile, so it can go down 30 or 40%. Think if it drops 70 to 80%, a lot of leverage positions will be liquidated. So if you are here entering into these markets, do understand when institutions enter, yes, volume increases, money flow increases into this, but they will definitely make it hard for you to take those profits unless you have that psychological, emotional balance, that stability to look at the market as what it is. Now, this memo highlights the demand for safe liquid assets and the implications of a central bank digital currency. Because now, as I told, yes, the need for a liquid asset is increasing, and that's why you have a liquid asset like crypto market. And as institutions come in, they would be jumping into many different assets, and that's why we used to say the wave of tsunami money will be coming in and majority of the boats will rise. But you'll definitely have to look at the use cases, because in the long term, at least next 3 to 5 years, the use cases will determine the price of an asset. Michael showed me this, highlighting today in payments around the world, Paytm collaborates with SBI card on contactless cards. So it's all a way of adoption, improving the existing financial system. But looking at this one, it's not improving the financial system. It's like a radical change for the existing financial system, because if you read through it, yes, we do understand what they are highlighting, right? If you read through that, it's like it's proof that you won't lose your money because your money is inside you. With this technology such as B-chip, the chances of losing digital cash to hack or robbery become minimal by letting the users embed their assets within them. And that's why I told, when crypto exchanges, cryptocurrencies are going live like this, we have seen a lot of hacks for crypto exchanges previously. And then when we see information like this and have to digest it easily, it's not that easy to digest either. For us, it's easy to use a ledger. But we have seen news where, guys come into a home with a gun, put that into your head, use your own ledger, transfer the funds. Now, yes, we can argue that even you can do the same if you are even chipped. But if no one else knows that, it's okay. You don't even have a ledger. You can just say, I don't use this stuff. I don't even know crypto. Now, that's drama. That's story, right? But still, that is a possibility. Now, it was being said that Bitcoin is going to surge huge. Say 400,000 was highlighted here in express.co.uk. So that's a news from United Kingdom. And then Asia Times highlighting Biden victory will trigger stampede into Bitcoin. Now, we'll have to wait and see what really happens. Because if these investigations go correctly, chances are, no, he won't come back. But as we see, if it is really based on those elites who are moving these puppets around, the voters think that, yes, we voted for this, but they chose someone else. Not the voters, the elites. So, yeah, you can still say, no, that's madness. That's up to you. You can choose whatever you want. You can decide based on your cognitive ability and the news, or at least the information which you received. Still, if you are looking at all of those, you would have to understand, whoever the president is going to come, the market needs this asset class. The market is moving towards this asset class. They are aligning their money flow into this asset class, and that's where you need this kind of a utility to survive. Because when all the exchanges come in, look at the partners of Ripple. There's a lot of crypto exchanges. So the exchanges will have to partner with each other or just jump into RippleNet. It's easy for them. So guys, I hope you understand the value of this asset before jumping out or making any kind of stupid decisions. So if you did see value for your time, please do support the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.